guys, it's Alicia again. Now that we are in the month of December, I am excited to start making some of my holiday favorites. Most of my recipes come from my childhood, and that's mostly what I'm going to be making here in the next couple of weeks. So the first thing that I want to make is a cookie recipe, and it is for a really simple, delicious cookie that my mom used to make back when I was a kid. It has very few ingredients, very easy to make, and absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to be making are called coconut snowballs. So let me show you what you're going to need to make these. So like I was saying before, there are very few ingredients to this cookie recipe. The first thing you're going to need is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups of coconut flakes, 1 cup of butter, 1/2 cup sugar, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And that is all that you're gonna need to make these. So first thing first is you want to preheat your oven to 350. And then next I will take you over and show you the first step. Okay, the first thing you're gonna do is take your butter and put it in your mixer. If you don't have a mixer or hand mixer, you can do this by hand. But I'm gonna use my KitchenAid. So you want your butter to be somewhat soft because it's gonna mix easier. Mine's halfway there. I got it out of the fridge about a half hour, so it could be a little softer, but it is gonna work how it is. So you just want to mix this up until the butter is creamy, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, I've got my butter mixed up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to gradually pour in the sugar and mix that. Okay, now that I got the butter and the sugar together, I'm gonna pour in my vanilla and mix this until it's all incorporated in with the butter and the sugar. Okay, I've got that nice and mixed, so I'm gonna just set that aside. And in a separate bowl, I'm going to mix up my flour and my salt. And once I've got this nice and mixed, I'm gonna just slowly add it to my butter mixture over here. And then I'm gonna just mix this really well. And I'm gonna take the spatula and kind of knock down the sides here. And I don't know if this is just my KitchenAid, but I had an older one. It was actually my mom's, and it was from the 70s, I believe, and it worked just so awesome. I love that thing. It burned up on me a couple years ago, and I've been using this new one, and it does not work half as well as the old one did, so it's kind of disappointing. And this is an example. It doesn't seem to get things mixed as well as my old one did. So I'll have to do like what I'm doing right now and kind of knock it down and then remix. Anyway, if anybody else has experienced that with their newer KitchenAid, let me know, because I don't know if it's just mine or what, but I'm definitely missing my old one. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this again, and then I will be back when it is done. Okay, and that is what it looks like when it is all mixed together. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the paddle off and take the bowl off of here, and then I will show you the next step. Okay, so I've got my cookie sheet here, and I greased it just a little bit with butter so that the cookies won't stick. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling out my cookies and placing them on here. Okay, so I'm gonna take my cookie dough here, and I'm going to roll it in little balls. Then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna roll it in the coconut. Like that. Just get the whole thing covered. And then I'm gonna just place it on my cookie sheet. So I'm gonna do that with the rest of these and then I'll be back. And if the dough is too soft to work with, mine's kind of close to being too soft. If it's too soft, you can refrigerate this dough for a couple hours and that'll firm it up a little bit and make it easier to work with. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead, roll the rest of these out, and then I will be back. Okay, and here I have them all rolled out and put on the cookie sheet. So now what I'm gonna do is put them in my preheated oven, and I'll start out at about 8 minutes and check on them. You just want them to get slightly browned, and I'm the type of person that actually likes my cookies a little more on the less done side than the overdone side. So I tend to take mine out probably a little earlier than a lot of people do. But I'm gonna check on them at 8 minutes and see where they're at, and then I will be back. Okay, it has been just about 12 minutes and I think these guys are done. I think I made them probably a little bit larger than I normally do, because normally you would get more than what I got here too. So they did need to cook a little bit longer than the original 8 minutes that I thought they were gonna be. So there they are. I'm gonna let them cool and then I will show you what they look like inside once they're a little bit more cool. Okay guys, these are cooled now and I've got them on this little platter. I'm just gonna break one open for you so you can see what they look like inside. And that's what they look like inside. These are so good. Like I said, this is one of my favorite holiday cookie recipes. I ate these growing up and I still absolutely love them. They're sweet and buttery and have kind of a crumbly, soft texture. They're just really good and I highly recommend them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.